Artificial intelligence is making rapid strides. There's talk of a new evolution that could fundamentally change life on our planet. Artificial intelligence has the potential to revolutionize every aspect of daily life: work, mobility, medicine, the economy, and communication. But will AI really make medicine better and doctors superfluous? When will self-driving cars hit our roads? Will intelligent robots usurp our jobs? And are we heading for a dystopia with no privacy and total surveillance? What exactly is artificial intelligence, and how much can it really do? What will change, and what will remain pure fantasy? To answer these questions, we embarked on an exciting journey to meet the scientists working on our future in the US, Britain, Germany, and China.
The gene editing revolution has arrived, promising cures for terminal disease.
In the past 5 years, we've made more progress than in the previous 50.
And new approaches to fighting climate change.
We have the opportunity to fundamentally change our relationship with nature.
But new genetic technologies bring with them new ethical and practical risks.
Say no to GMO!
Some of it could be terrifyingly threatening, like biowarfare.
What is our responsibility as scientists and doctors?
It's really starting to bring out ideas around who belongs and who doesn't belong.
So how should the promise of genetic technologies be balanced against the potential dangers? And who decides what risks are worth taking?
Of servers around the world acting as one massive hard drive. Every time you sign into your Gmail account, watch a show on Netflix, or open a file from Dropbox, you're using the cloud.
Before the cloud, you might have backed up your documents, photos, or music to an external device like a CD-ROM or to your computer's hard drive. Now you can back up all of that information to the cloud.
When I back up my iPhone to the cloud, my files are sent to servers in Apple's data centers all around the world. I can access those servers by connecting to the internet. So even if I lose or break my phone, not
set your table, pour wine, and even bring your drinks. Cameras on the robot's head and limbs are responsible for object recognition. For maneuvering and manipulation, only the robotic arm, which can rotate at 3 points, specifically in the shoulder, elbow, and wrist. The arm ends with a universal grip that works with objects of different sizes and shapes. The robot can move around the room on a platform, turn from side to side, and rise to reach higher objects. And for everyday cleaning, Samsung introduced the JetBot 90 AI Plus robot. It's a vacuum cleaner that uses LiDAR and 3D sensors to clean close to furniture and children's toys. The JetBot's internal camera can be used to monitor pets as well. A recent reality has been a Mole Robotics futuristic robot kitchen project. Not as futuristic as the concept, the robotic kitchen is already quite functional. The system is sold together with furniture and utensils as everything is adapted for optimal robotics work based on proven industrial manipulators. The specially designed
The first wave of the internet revolution came in with the growth of personal computers. And in the second wave, the internet came right onto our palms. That is, with the advent of mobile devices. And here we are, living the third wave, where all electronic devices are almost already connected to the internet, or will be in the near future. Yes, the Internet of Things will bring about the next industrial revolution and will drastically transform the way we live and experience technology today. Quite possibly, the Internet of Things will be as disruptive as the Internet itself, particularly when combined with big data and predictive analytics. But what exactly is IoT? The concept behind IoT is about connecting just about everything to the Internet in real time, which directly improves our quality.
In the past generation, the way we communicate has transformed beyond all recognition. Today, the world is more connected than ever. Now technology is connecting not just people, but machines and devices together on a global scale, forever changing the way we do business. And Vodafone M2M is driving this revolution. But what is M2M? You might know it as the Internet of Things. But M2M stands for machine to machine. It's a technology that allows physical objects or machines to connect to the Internet. This means they can communicate and share information over the Vodafone network without the need for human intervention. But how can M2M benefit our lives and businesses? Meet Mark. Mark is fast asleep in his smart home that's powered by M2M technology. Mark's just like you and me. He loves to sleep. But today, Mark's trains are cancelled, meaning he will need to drive to work instead. Luckily for Mark, his connected alarm clock automatically goes off 10 minutes early, ensuring he won't be late. And best of all, Mark didn't even have to do a thing. And with smart sensors installed, Mark's home automatically adjusts to its environment. So if it's a cold day, Mark doesn't have to worry about turning on the heating. His home does it for him. These are just some of the multitude of smart home services M2M offers, along with everything from remotely monitored security alarms to remote health monitoring. And that's not all. As he commutes to the office, Mark finds that M2M technology is everywhere, from real-time adaptive traffic control systems to smart waste management and dynamic advertising content systems which target individual customers. The benefits continue when Mark gets to work. M2M technology can monitor and analyze Mark's business energy usage, giving Mark the information
in this video. The term nano was first introduced by Norio Taniguchi in 1972 to describe the science of assembling atoms into new forms, but back then it wasn't that widely known or understood. Nanotechnology is the science of engineering, material fabrication, and micro-scale patterning at the molecular and atomic levels. This nanotechnology involves the manipulation of matter at a scale smaller than 100 nanometers. A nanometer is 1 billionth of a meter, which is 10 times the diameter of a hydrogen atom. To put this in perspective, the diameter of a human hair is on average 80,000 nanometers. Making new things at such a small scale is called nanotechnology. At such scales, the ordinary rules of physics and chemistry no longer apply.
Prototypes have struggled to become viable for mass production. But things have just taken a massive step forward in Germany with the completion of the first ever 3D printed home to become fully certified under a national government's building regulations. The impact of this moment for construction and for the buildings we all use could be huge.
Ready Player Me and Oz, they all
কোয়ান্টাম কম্পিউটার সম্পর্কে বুঝতে হলে আমাদেরকে অনেক ক্ষুদ্র পরিসরে যেতে হবে, একদম পরমাণুর সাব অ্যাটমিক পার্টিকেল যেমন ইলেকট্রন, প্রোটন কিংবা ফোটন পর্যায়ে। পরমাণুর ইলেকট্রন একই সময়ে দুইটি ভিন্ন স্টেজে থাকতে পারে, অর্থাৎ একই সাথে সকল স্থানে উপস্থিতি। আমরা সাধারণভাবে ইলেকট্রন বিন্যাস পড়ার সময় ইলেকট্রনকে কোনো একটি নির্দিষ্ট কক্ষপথে ঘুরতে দেখেছি। প্রকৃত অর্থে বিষয়টি কিন্তু এমন নয়। ইলেকট্রন একই সাথে ওই কক্ষপথের সকল স্থানে উপস্থিত থাকে।
Magnetic field to squeeze a plasma in a donut-shaped chamber where the reactions take place. These magnetic confinement reactors, such as the ITER reactor in France, use superconducting electromagnets cooled with liquid helium to within a few degrees of absolute zero, meaning they host some of the biggest temperature gradients in the known universe. The second type, called inertial confinement, uses pulses from superpowered lasers to heat the surface of a pellet of fuel, imploding it, briefly making the fuel hot and dense enough to fuse. In fact, one of the most powerful lasers in the world is used for fusion experiments at the National Ignition Facility in the US. These experiments and others like them around the world are today just experiments. Scientists are still developing the technology. And although they can achieve fusion, right now it costs more energy to do the experiment than they produce in fusion. The technology has a long way to go.
However, to create propulsive horizontal push, the sprinter should move his foot backward faster than his body is moving forward. Even a cheetah can't produce a backswing of the foot that exceeds its sprinting velocity. Thus, during touchdown, the foot is moving forward relative to the ground, producing inevitable braking. Although no runner can avoid this, the superior sprinters minimize the unwanted braking by focusing on moving their legs up and down without thinking how the vertical force translates into horizontal speed.
Theory of uncertainty, formulated by the German physicist and Nobel laureate Werner Heisenberg in 1927. The uncertainty principle states that we cannot know both the position and speed of a particle, such as a photon or electron, with perfect accuracy.